In the previous video, I've shown you how to make your application invisible by changing the opacity of your form, setting it to 0%. In this lesson, I'll show you another way to make your program invisible by writing code. Okay, so what we're going to do now is to we're going to insert an event handler. So how do we insert an event handler? To insert an event handler, click on the lightning icon here. If you hover your mouse over it, you will see the pop-up label called events. So just click on it, and then below that you will see a list of all the events that can be captured, that you can capture. So these are all the events that can happen for this form. For example, click, double click, mouse capture, change, mouse click, mouse double click, resize, begin, resize, and these are all the actions that people can perform on your form. So these actions that people can perform are also known as events, and we can capture these events and do whatever we want with the events. Now, one of the events which is useful that we can exploit to hide the form is called form shown event. So look for the shown event under S-H-O-W-N, shown. So in order to do something with this event, we have to insert an event handler. So to do that, just double click on this shown event here, double click on it, and it will generate the code for it over here. So this is the source code for in C#. You will have the top here, you will see using, system, using, and so on. So there are many using statements. The using statement means that the C# program is importing a library. And why does it import library? So that you can use the functions that those library provides. So in this case here, we want to use the form shown event, so that's why it automatically imports the necessary libraries for you. So you need not have to worry about this here, just leave it as it is. And then here, namespace hello. The namespace here is to give a name for this app, which is called hello. And then inside that you will see a class. So every C# program has got a class. So when you're writing C#, it's just like Java. Everything is in a class. So classes are the templates where you can build your objects or your programs. So inside here you will see a constructor. A constructor is takes the name of the class, form1. So whenever your program runs, it will call the constructor and do whatever is necessary to initialize your application. And after it's done that, you can now put whatever code you want inside each of these functions. So in this function, or in C# we call it methods. For this particular example is form1 shown. So we have already generated this by double clicking the events icon just now. So now we can put our code here. So whenever the form is shown, that means when it appears on the screen, you want to do something. So what do you want to do? We want to hide it. We want to hide the form. So the first thing we write here is this.hide. This.hide. Like this. So this here refers to this class or this application. When the form loads and is being shown, it will trigger a form shown event. And that form shown event is handled by this event handler called form1 shown. So let's run it now and see what happens. And you can see it is totally invisible. It doesn't even appear in the status bar. See that? It's totally invisible. If you look at the task manager, and then you can kill it by clicking on this stop debugging, and the program will start running. If you did not have this program, if you did not capture the event handler to run this function, then your application will be visible to the in the status bar. So let's comment this out. So how do we comment out? We comment it out by putting 2/ in front of the statement. So each of these is a statement. In programming, we have statements, and each statement is like a sentence giving instructions, and every statement ends with a semicolon. And here, if we don't want a particular statement to execute, we can either delete it by removing it, or we can convert it into a comment by putting 2/ in front. So this is how you insert comments. You can do it by putting 2/. So you can say, let's say I want to insert a comment here, put 2/ and say my first C# program. So this is to explain your code. Comments are used liberally. Put it anywhere you want to make your code easier to understand, to read and to understand. And then another use of comments is to disable a particular instruction. So this is the ingenious way to disable an instruction, a statement, to disable a statement without deleting it. So we can put 2/ and that will disable this statement. So now if we run again, notice my status bar at the bottom. When I run it, you can see that there is an icon here showing that something is running. Let us stop this program, and this time we enable this statement by removing the comment and run again. Okay, so it is running, but this time you won't see it in the status bar. It is totally hidden. So that's all for this video. Have fun with the code. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.